Welcome to Celebrity Investing, your go-to source for insights, tips, and updates on navigating the exciting landscape of personal and global finance. Please like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive content. Collecting vintage soda bottles is incredibly rewarding. It offers a tangible link to history and can be a lot of fun. Not every old bottle is a financial goldmine, though. Like any collectibles market, the vintage soda scene has its ups and downs. As we look toward the future, the market is getting noisier, making smart investment decisions critical. It's easy to get caught up in the hype and waste money on common or questionable items. We don't want you making beginner mistakes. This video sets the record straight on what to skip next year. We're focusing on bottles that won't give you a return or that distract from truly valuable additions to your collection. By knowing what not to invest in, you can save your collection budget for the rare finds that really matter. Warning signs: common soda bottles that might not grow in value. When you start looking for vintage soda bottles, it is easy to think that anything old automatically holds value. That is simply not true. Many old bottles are common, damaged, or even modern reproductions. Investing in the wrong items wastes your money and valuable collection space. To build a valuable collection, you must know what items to walk away from. We are focusing here on the bottles that signal a poor return on investment. Why common brands and high production runs are risky bets. The foundation of collector value is rarity. If millions or hundreds of millions of a specific item were produced, its individual market value will remain low unless there are unique factors at play. Think about major national brands like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. These companies produced bottles in such vast quantities over the decades that finding a regular, standard bottle from the 1950s or 1960s is easy. These mass-produced items flood the market, keeping prices minimal. Why would someone pay $50 for a clean Coca-Cola bottle when they can find hundreds of similar examples for under $10 at any flea market? If you are considering investing in a common brand bottle for future value, look for genuine manufacturing errors or unique variations. These flaws create rarity within a common production run. Consider the factors that depress the value of high production items. Availability. Standard bottles are always readily available today. This means demand rarely outpaces supply. Modern reproductions. Popular brands like Coca-Cola are often reproduced today for their kitsch or decorative appeal. These modern items look old but carry zero collectible value. New collectors sometimes confuse these reproductions with true vintage finds. Lack of distinctive features. A standard brand bottle usually looks identical to thousands of others made that year, offering no unique appeal to serious collectors. Unless a common bottle has a unique embossing error, an unusual color variation, or verifiable local significance, your investment capital is better spent elsewhere. Damaged deals, chips, cracks, and heavily worn bottles to leave behind. Condition is king in the world of antique bottle collecting. If you are buying a bottle hoping its value will appreciate, its physical state is absolutely critical. Even a beautiful, rare bottle loses almost all investment potential if it is damaged. Collectors who pay top dollar demand pristine condition. Soda bottles that have been dug up or poorly stored for decades often display heavy wear, sometimes called sick glass. They may also have obvious physical damage. Here is why condition impacts value so dramatically. Chipped lips or bases. The lip and base are the most fragile parts of a bottle. A chip here immediately signals damage and reduces the grade significantly. High-end collectors simply will not purchase bottles with physical damage. Deep scratches or wear. Heavy scratches or scuff marks, known as case wear, are common, but they reduce the aesthetics and value. If a bottle has been heavily dragged across sharp surfaces, the damage is irreversible. Cracks and voids. Even hairline cracks make an investment bottle worthless, as the crack will eventually compromise the bottle's structure. For serious investment, you should only focus on bottles in near mint or excellent condition. Near mint generally means the bottle shows no chips, cracks, dings, excessive fading of labels, or heavy caseware. Do not be tempted to buy a rare shape at a low price simply because it has a small chip. That small chip represents a massive reduction in future value. The problem with modern replicas and too good to be true finds. The desire for rare soda bottles fuels a secondary market in fakes, reproductions, and doctored pieces. Sophisticated counterfeiters create bottles designed to look like rare, expensive originals. They often intentionally age the glass or labels to deceive buyers. Modern replicas are rampant, especially for popular, highly priced antiques like early root beer or unique regional bottles. Always approach a too good to be true deal with extreme skepticism. You should develop an eye for spotting these problematic bottles before you invest your money. The giveaways of a modern fake or a manipulated bottle often include unnatural aging. The bottle might have consistent, manufactured-looking wear rather than the random wear pattern of a genuine find. Genuine aging can be inconsistent. Modern seams and mold marks. Examine the manufacturing process. Older bottles use different machinery. If the glass seams, pontil marks, or base stampings look suspiciously clean or uniform, it might be a modern cast. Repaired damage. Be wary of bottles that have had their chips filled or painted over. This is restoration, and while some high-end collections allow minor restoration, undisclosed repairs significantly drop the investment value. Before investing, spend time studying genuine bottles. Learn what proper embossing looks like, and familiarize yourself with the weight and feel of authentic antique glass. If you cannot verify the bottle's history or authenticity, it is always safer to skip the purchase. You should buy the bottle, not the story. The flavor of the month trap, avoiding short-lived fads in soda investing. The soda collecting market, like any niche hobby, often sees fleeting trends. Sometimes specific bottles or even entire categories become momentarily popular. This popularity creates artificial demand, driving prices up quickly. We call this the flavor of the month trap. These temporary bumps often look like a great investment opportunity up front. However, when the collector base moves on to the next shiny thing, the prices for these once hot bottles crash hard. To build value, you need to spot the enduring classics, not the fast fads. Niche or little-known local brands without proven demand. It is easy to fall in love with the story of a local soda bottle. Perhaps it is from an old bottling company in your hometown. Nostalgia is potent, but it rarely translates into long-term investment value. If a soda brand was only sold within a small geographic area, its collector base is similarly limited. Serious soda bottle collecting thrives on national or even international interest. When fewer people recognize the brand, fewer people compete to buy it. This means the bottle's value is fundamentally restricted. Focus on rarity, condition, and authenticity to make smart investments. Stay tuned for part 2. Stay tuned and continue to watch our videos to gain valuable insights into the world of finance. Subscribe, like, and share to continue your journey to financial success.